Hey, what up, though? How y'all feeling? Everybody good? It's your man, your friend, and fam member, Braylon Lee here. Once again, we are here. I had 5 videos for you all, and I want to stagger them throughout the day, but Nikki News and Narcissism told me what was going on, and we're going to try this again, so hopefully you guys can hear me loud and clear. So this is Beyond the Gates, episode 1. So Anita Dupree and Nicole Dupree are talking about Dani and Bill. So for those of you who don't know who Dani is the daughter on the right hand side of Vernon and Anita Dupree. Her ex-husband Bill has left Dani for Haley. Haley was the former best friend of Naomi. Naomi is the daughter of Dani. Okay, so that is the nature of that. Anita Dupree is saying force of nature is all over the place. The force of nature being Dani, that is. Bill moved out months ago, but then the day after the divorce papers were finalized, Bill and Haley booked the country club for the wedding. Now, here's the thing, right? It's already one thing to be disrespectful to your wife by sleeping around with your daughter's best friend, right? And the person that you work with. But then to go book at the country club on the day of the wedding is quite ridiculous to me. It just is. So then Grace has a invite to the wedding and throws 2 blue mugs. I would have went to a rage room instead. That would have been me, just keeping that buck with y'all. But there it is. So then Vanessa comes over to check in on Dani. And Vanessa says, everyone is on your side and get some spa time. Dani has yet to meet has to meet Anita and Nicole, right? So Dani's got to go to the country club to meet her mom and her sister. Anita did not like Bill from the jump. And Bill used Vernon Dupree, Dani and Nicole's father, to get to the top. Naomi is in love with her man, Jacob. Okay, so they're getting hot and heavy, everything in between. So then Derek is making breakfast for Ashley Morgan. Ashley Morgan is a nurse. She's been going to nursing school for a long time, and it's her first day at Grayson Hospital. Dani is calling Chelsea for her wardrobe fitting. Chelsea is the daughter of Dani. And so, Vanessa is saying, don't put all that pressure on Chelsea. She doesn't deserve your rap just because you're going through stuff. And Grace was talking about her younger days, her glory days as a confident 17-year-old model. Chelsea wants to move on, but wants to stay for her mom. Now, Dani is Chelsea's manager. So I do want to say that. So then, after all of that, Dr. Nicole Dupree is getting a award from the state of Maryland for distinguished service in psychology. Anita Dupree is an EGOT, so that's Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. Haley has not given a final head count to the event supervisor, and the event supervisor said, I thought, no one RSVP'd or, they said their condolences. So, Haley's still trying to be optimistic, even though she caused hell upon herself. So then Haley and Dani have a conversation, and Haley says Dani has animosity and wants to find a way to be civil. And Grace said, to do this to your, former best friend and to take my husband. And it's like, you get more flies with honey than vinegar. So to me, I just feel like that was just completely wrong. To me, if you do wrong, you gotta own up to your wrong. That's just keep it a buck. So then Derek and Ashley embrace before she heads to her first day being a nurse, and Derek is going to take her to work and bring her back from work. Bill, probably was the instigator in the affair between him and Haley, and Bill kept his affairs far away from Dani, and Nicole says it takes 2. Bill, the ex-husband, is packed for the next 2 days. Dani suggested to hire Haley. Vanessa is asking, what Haley is thinking. right? And the community will freeze you out. Now, for those of you who don't know who Vanessa is, she is the real estate agent for Fairmount Crest. She's a white woman, but she is a ride or die for the Duprees. So the house is fully furnished. And now we go to Orphe Jones, which is the neighborhood diner. So Martin and Vernon meet up. Vernon is the father of the Duprees. Martin is the grandson. So Vernon is reflecting on his blessings, has a beautiful wife, has beautiful family, got to, make a difference in the world, and, to watch his grandson on the sidelines make a change. What could be better than that? So reflecting on his blessings of how far he's come, Martin wants more out of life. So then, right? So then Naomi and Jacob are talking. Jacob got a new promotion as a homicide detective, and Jacob used to be a beat cop. So Naomi and Jacob used to get it in on breaks. So then, Betsy comes over to give love to Vernon and Anita. So Betsy, did contribute to the civil rights movement and, saw one for heroes. A very nice moment. It goes to show your work is as big as you make it out to be and how much you put in. Sometimes we don't know the lives we touch until we hear about the lives that we touched. Amen. So, and I'm doing this with no music because Nikki News said that that you guys could not hear it. And y'all know I don't roll that way. So I don't know what happened in translation, but I got y'all. So after all of that, Wayne, who is a best friend of Bill, comes to see Bill. Wayne's son got into some trouble. Terry has a drug problem and stole some jewelry and some money. And the Ring camera got a clear shot of him. Jerry and Diana Overton, who is the head of World Tech Innovations. Dani, we're back with Dani now at the country club. Dani says another blood vessel explodes every time I think about Haley and Bill. And Dani is upset that Nicole's husband is perfect. And Nicole says if Dani should take hot shots at me to feel better about herself, then it's fine. I think that Nicole is being a very good big sister. Obviously, this is a pressing time, but in the same token, I do believe that Dani has to let go so she can be free. That's easier said than done, though, in this circumstance. So Dani, it's putting you in a cycle of hurt. Anita Duprees says to Dani. Dani will be done after she gets back at some cheers for blowing up her life. Derek and Ashley Morgan have been together for 2 years. Naomi got a stethoscope on a chain and then some fuzzy handcuffs for her and Jacob. I love the fact that in this show they are really showcasing Black love. Full frontal, out loud, no apologies for it, because we need to be able to know that, hey, Black people do love out here. They really, really do. So then Mara and Vernon are going to be teaching golf to some children in the district, open their horizons a little bit. And Martin is Nicole's son. Dani got married at 19 years old, so most of her adult life has been surrounded by her, Bill, Naomi, and Chelsea. And Nicole said erasing yourself was the first mistake. I fully agree with that. I believe, rather, as a person being married, you should never erase the life that you had before getting married. Because here's the thing. The person that you are attracted them to you. So why change who you are just to make someone else comfortable? I totally feel Nicole on that. So then Vernon says, you're giving that man power he doesn't deserve, and he is unworthy of one of your tears. Who's the best and who's the brightest? Vernon says, and Dani says, I am. And Dani says, well, maybe I should let go. And Anita said, if you can do that, praise Jesus. And Vernon gave this little half-handed hallelujah. I thought it was so funny. I'm like, you can't do put your hands in the air, make them stay there, hey, make them stay there, hey, make them stay up, down, up, down, up, down. Because all I do is win, win, win. If you're going, throw your hands in the air, make them stay there. Ah, good Lord Jesus. I just had to keep it a buck with y'all on that one. I couldn't remember the song the first time I did this. But yes, indeed, there. Kat and Chelsea talk about, Chelsea's dad. Kat is a cousin to Chelsea and to Naomi. And so, Chelsea doesn't hate, doesn't dislike, doesn't, disown her dad, but he hates what he did. Um, you know, and Naomi comes in and says, "You can't get lessons from me." So then we go back to Bill. The Overtons won't be pressing charges. Um, and Wayne wants to pay, but Bill just says, "You just owe me a favor." And it seems like Bill has really no legal knowledge at all. He just gets around from responsibilities of actually doing the case work and the background work to make a winning case. So then we get back to the country club, and Vernon Dupree talks about Asian pears. And it was this pregnancy story. It was a very, very cute story about Anita, and she wants some Asian pears. And, Anita said that Dani was even difficult from the womb. And Nicole says, there's my sister, difficult from the jump. And Dani says, don't, what did she say? She said, don't hate because I know what I want. And, Nicole said, whatever Dani wanted, Dani got it from Daddy. And Vern said, it wasn't even about Dani. It was about this woman right here. I jumped through fire for her then and now. Kat said that is relationship goals. And Chelsea said, it's the single life for me. And Nicole says, before that, Anita says, you just haven't met the right one. When you meet the right one, you'll change your tune. So 1 and 2, and I thought that was very cute wordplay there, very cute. And Nicole said there's nothing wrong with being single. And then Dani said this is coming from the woman who's been married for years. Like Dani, like Nicole was single before she married Ted. Like, come on now. I know you're hurt, but it's getting a little ridiculous to me. Just a little bit. So then after all that, Andre Richardson and Ash talk at the hospital. Then Haley calls Bill to talk about the house, and Haley is at the country club. Vernon and Anita count their blessings every day. And Anita says from, the March on Washington that Vernon was a part of to all of this. I'm very proud of each and every single one of you. It's difficult because one of our own is going through something right now, but we will make it through as a family. I'm proud of each and every single one of you. So then Vanessa, the real estate agent, the white woman, comes through and then drops the bombshell that the home on Marigold Road, Bill bought the home. So it's already one thing that, Bill cheated on Dani with Naomi's former best friend and the person that he worked with at the firm, and you booked the wedding at the country club. But now you're buying a home in the neighborhood that you destroyed your marriage in. Bill is a Mitch, okay? He is a fucking damn Mitch. So after all that, Dani's upset about, a home being bought in Fairmount Crest by Bill and Haley. And, Dani says, I am done being disrespected, done. And so Dani, like a bull and a red curtain, she is focused, and Anita says, baby, and it's game over. So, Grace says, so you decide to buy a home in Fairmount Crest, and you could have told Bill that, we've already done enough damage. But no, you probably were the one that pushed him and everything. And then Grace says, let me give you a welcome gift, and punches Haley in the face. Now, listen, I don't advocate for violence, but I am here for justice. That was a little much. So that is your Beyond the Gates episode 1 review. I hope you guys were able to hear this one. I don't know why it happened like that for what it was, but hey, it is all good. So these first 5 episodes will have probably no music, just so I can see what's going on. But yeah, we'll get it together. But I at least wanted to give you guys this because The show is great. I love the cast. I love the storylines. I love the breathing room that the show has. I think this is going to be a very, very successful show. So with that being said, one love, much love, all love. Bye, everybody.